Yep, and John Cornaggia is their president, and they're going to give us a bit of an update on things that are happening. Good to catch up with you again, John.
How are you going?
Good, we're going well. How are things going at the Blind Sporting Council?
Look, we've got quite a few things happening at the moment. We've got our Adelaide banquet coming up on November the 9th at the Crown Plaza at the Highmar Square. At that stage, we'll be doing our a scholarship. Last year, the scholarship was named after my late wife, Karen, as on the benefit on the guy that actually donates the money for it.
Yeah, you had the idea and also the money as well.
Yeah, well, that's it. You know, some of us are, well, how can I put it, fairly generous.
Yeah, no, fair enough. John, last time we spoke to you, you were setting up an auxiliary group, if you like, in Mount Barker, I should say. How's that going?
Yes, Peter, we did. We set it up. It's taken me quite a while to get it up running, and that I've got 8 people that signed up to be on my volunteer group, plus I've got about another 12 or so people that are willing to help just on the day if we do a barbecue or something like that. We've had a film afternoon where we raised nearly $1,000, and then we've been doing some little things like selling chocolates and raffle tickets and things like that, where we must have made close to another $1,000. And then we've actually got a concept of doing a quiz night on October the 19th here at Mount Barker in the town hall, and with one of my volunteers, we're going to go around to all the big businesses around and see if they'll actually put a table on. If they don't supply people for a table, just to give us a donation of $50, and that'll give them a table in their name, and then they can have the bragging rights for the years that they're the quiz champions.
Oh, fantastic. And we're here at Mount Barker, I should say, is a growing area, so you should have a pretty big pool of people to choose from.
Yes, that's correct, Peter. The town is actually really growing really large, and that there's a lot more new people coming in and more businesses, and that things are pretty well booming around here at the moment, and so that I don't think we'll have a real big trouble finding competitors or any type of prizes and stuff in the area.
Yeah, and I think quiz nights are very, very popular. You've also getting a team together for the City to Bay coming up in September?
Yeah, we're asking people if they register for the City to Bay to register under the Blind Sporting Council so that we get a percentage of their money that they raise back to the council.
Yeah. So anyone can take part in that. They can be from anywhere in the state to take part in that? That's
correct, Peter. Anybody can do it. Whoever registered for the run, they can just tick the box next to the Blind Sporting Council so that we get a bit of funding back, or they can actually go out there and try and raise money for us as well by getting paid so much per kilometre of what they do, or a time that they do it in.
And is that regardless of which course they do, either the 3, 6 or 12K for the City to Bay?
That's correct, Peter. They're trying to convince me to do someone. I said, I've done the full run back in 2006, and I don't think I'm really that fit at the moment to do anything like that, but they're trying to convince me just to do the 3K.
Okay, well, that's probably doable. And John, what about as far as lotteries go? Any news there?
Yeah, we have got a lottery through Rotary. Have actually given us a lottery to do at the moment that we get all the benefit of the funding. So I've got just a small one going, which is a $2 lottery. We've got a few tickets there that they supply tickets to different charities through the state, and that we were granted some of them about, I think it was about 500 or 600. And then we've got a big lottery coming up in September the 2nd. It starts, and at this stage we're looking at putting a vehicle out for first prize, and the tickets are going to be $50 each, but there's only going to be 3,000 tickets.
You mean a vehicle as in a car?
Yeah, we're not sure what kind of vehicle yet. We're still doing some negotiation between some of the bigger companies, Nissan and Mazda and Toyota.
See, that'll be a prize well worth winning. John, you mentioned the auxiliary group supporting the Blind Sporting Council at Mount Barker. I believe you've recently been recognised for your volunteer work in that particular area.
That's it, Peter. I came up with the idea last year after our eye-to-eye banquet. There was a request from Raj, our CEO, for more volunteers, and I said, well, I had some friends and that up here that were more than willing to help me, but they couldn't always get back down to the city. 90% of them still work full-time, but they just didn't have the time or effort to better get down to the city to do things. So I just called some of them around for dinner one night and said, well, now there's nothing like a free dinner, so you're going to pay for this. So I asked them whether they'd be willing to be a volunteer for me up here in this area, and it's not far from work, and they don't have to do any travel or anything like that. And so, all of a sudden I had 7 of them there the first night.
Terrific, and you were recognised for putting that together.
Yeah, it did, Peter, and so I was hoping that it worked in this area, and just do it as a trial area, and then maybe if it does work, that we could spread ourselves around like to places like Mount Gambier and up to Wyell and up the Riverland. Fantastic.
And along the lines of being recognised, have you also received a certificate of appreciation from the Premier?
Yeah, well, so they tell me. I actually haven't received it yet, but I've been told that I have, and that I've also, up here in Mount Barker, the local shopping centre, had a competition on earlier in the year, and I actually won the volunteer of the Adelaide Hills. Oh,
terrific. I mean, obviously you don't do these sort of things to get that recognition, but it must be nice when, when that recognition is coming through.
Well, that's it, Peter. At least people, not that I'm out there to get recognition, I'm out there to try and support the blind community, but the thing is that our name is getting out there, and that's the main reason why I'm doing it, so that people actually recognise our name and our brand out there in the state.
John, just getting back to the current Cornaggia scholarship, have nominations open for that? Can people nominate an athlete that they think might be worthy of an award?
Yes, Peter, they can, or just ring the office on 82324644, and Tom will answer the phone and ask him for an application form.
Okay, and that'll be announced on the night of the eye-to-eye banquet?
Yes, it will be, Pete. Well, hopefully the winner will actually be there.
Terrific. John, what about as far as eye-to-eye banquets in other states go? I think there's been 1 or 2 in Western Australia so far?
There was one in Western Australia last year, Peter. We didn't actually do one this year. We didn't have the support over there to be able to do it, but Raj has actually been over there only a couple of weeks ago trying to organise something over there to get maybe a commercial identity to actually run it for us.
Yeah, okay. John, well, first of all, congratulations on those recognitions with those awards, and certainly to get the Appreciation Award, Certificate of Appreciation from the Premier. That's a wonderful feather in your cap. If people want some more information about the Blind Sporting Council, what's the best way to get in touch?
Yeah, well, the best thing is to phone on 82324644.
82324644 or blindsport.com.au is the website address as well. John, and of course just recently the lawn bowlers went to the Nationals, and they were very glowing in the support that the Blind Sporting Council gave them. So I guess that's the sort of thing again that, like the appreciation for your volunteer work, it's nice when you get that sort of appreciation from the athletes that you're supporting.
That's correct, Peter. That all teams and that need support, and that whoever goes away, we try and support them as much as we can with finances, but they also need supportive persons to actually take them away and look after them.
Terrific. So keep up the good work, and thanks for chatting to us.
Okay, thank you, Peter.
John Cornaggia there, the President of the Blind Sporting Council, 82324644 or blindsport.com.au.